Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are actually going to be watching a little movie called Horror in the High Desert, which is an indie movie created by Luminal Entertainment, micro-budget horror and thriller company founded by the horror director Dutch Marich. Don't know much about this film, but it's currently up on their YouTube channel, Indie Movies Rights for Free. So go subscribe to them and give it a watch. You can watch it alongside me. How good is that? So I saw a recommendation for the second one that should be coming out soon by the wonderful artist Trevor Henderson, who is famous for the incredible cryptid intellect legend Siren Head, if you know of him. Great guy. Anyway, he was in the screening for the second one, I believe, from the tweet. And also I'm in a horror and thriller Discord community for which I was recommended this as well in there, so thank you to everyone in that. You know anything about me? My favourite style of horror film is found footage and documentary stuff. Something that really gets under my skin, I really like that style. It feels more realistic. I love things like Grave Encounters, VHS Creep, Lake Mungo, Megan is Missing, stuff like that really scares me. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. And I also love watching indie movies as well, so we'll give it a go. So let's get started. Ooh, cool intro. Yeah. Oh.
Did I think it was going to be this?
I can't imagine what Gary must have been going through and how he must have felt being so alone and so far out there.
The feeling of dread, the
Snake.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
I'm not sure. I'm at my brother's house. Let me see. It's 20 Pine Street in Ruth.
And what is your emergency?
My brother, he's missing.
How long has he been missing?
I don't know. He went on a hike and he was supposed to be back 2 days ago.
2 days. Okay. July of 2017, vanished in Nevada. Bizarre grisly offense followed, never reached major news networks. Horror in the High Desert.
You know, Gary would never leave Tuca that long, no, especially knowing that Simon had to go out of town.
Yeah, if you're going hiking in the desert, gone for 2 days, it's worrying.
And make sure that my brother was okay, and to take
America is so big as well. Bless him, he looks like a sweetheart.
Gary would sit there.
I think a lot of people were really envious of him. Like, he lived this beautiful, adventurous life.
Yeah, he's been so many places. I'm jealous.
Job,
Wow, look at that.
behind a desk.
Super smart. But definitely private. He kind of just kept to himself.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Just really kept to himself in his room making his videos.
Yeah, I mean, sounds very familiar. I don't work on trains though, I draw.
Just kind of was more,
It's Puppy.
solitude.
Oh, it's such a cute dog.
Who is Gary?
I'm really liking this so far, it's very well done. Pretty excited. Don't know what's in store for me.
And he started to work for a startup company called Map Nevada. Now, what they do is they map out really remote locations for hunters. So they track wildlife, weather, terrain,
Oh,
and
that is the dream. If I could do that on my YouTube channel, perfect life.
In the wilderness.
I'm very outdoorsy and indoorsy at the
He
same
loved
time.
hiking interests. Any train he was drawn to. He loved
What a
trains.
guy. What a guy.
Hey guys, filming another little YouTube video at one of my favorite places. If I had more time, I would become one of the volunteers. But this is the Nevada Northern Railway Museum here in Ely, and it's kind of an old little copper mine, just preserved and left. They do some cool stuff though, like you can sleep in this old caboose.
Why is it always the intelligent guys that are obsessed with trains?
And you know how much I love trains on top of hiking.
I first knew
Puppy.
something was
Tuca. Tuca.
He never leaves Tuca. He
I
always
love Tuca.
takes the dog with him, so I thought that was kind of weird. And he was acting
Dog is the perfect hiking buddy. You could not ask for more.
for 2 days.
Oh.
So I got Beverly's phone number, and this is the only time that I ever talked to her. And she was pretty angry with me once I told her that I was a reporter. And she did not want to have anything to do with me or
Is the immediate reaction. Do you blame them? Well, she's probably grieving and processing first.
It's remote places, no cell service, no provisions of any kind other than what he took. And it used to scare the heavens out of me.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
So guys, I'm here hiking around, and this is one of the
Cool.
cool secrets I have in the wilds of Nevada is this cemetery
Whoa.
from the late 1800s, old mining camp, but I won't disclose the name for safety reasons. Don't want anyone getting lost out here, but
I love these channels on YouTube that just go looking for remote, creepy locations. Love that.
Younger, like second grade, we all went camping.
Love
and
camping.
Gary disappeared from the campsite.
Camping really hits different in America. That's terrifying. If you camp in England, you're fine, probably. So this is things he's done before, though. He was in second grade. Oh my god.
And there is my little brother, Gary, playing with the animals. Back to the sheep herders camp, he would be okay that mom and dad would come and look for him. And
It's a clever kid.
resilient. It was in him. It's second nature. They were out on a fishing trip, and mom and dad liked to do some night fishing. And so they went out and they'd hung the lantern where they could see it so they could get back to shore safely, back to camp without hitting any rocks. Well, Gary decided that he was going to go hunting frogs and everything, and he went exploring. And while he was out there, he hung the lantern up so that he could see what he was doing. Meanwhile, mom and dad decided that they were going to come back in and call it a night, so they headed for the lantern. Not knowing that Gary had moved it while he was exploring, and so they followed the light.
Oh no.
And it was the wrong spot. They didn't make it back because they hit the rocks, you know.
That is so rough. His family feels kind of cursed. This poor woman. God. It's pretty. I'm sad, but that's pretty.
When I first started living together, I actually went out with him on one of these things, and I just kept telling myself,
I wonder what he's like to go with.
never again. And it was the most miserable experience.
He wouldn't bring enough food and water?
It was, we kept on finding 1800s abandoned mining kind of structures.
Yeah, that's sick though. That's so cool. But not bringing enough stuff? Got Death Wish?
didn't tell anybody where he was going. And it looked to be as he had turned his cell phone off shortly after leaving his home.
I'm almost convinced he's doing this because he feels guilty about his parents. Self-sabotaging.
Concerned at all where your roommate's going to be? More worried about getting on a plane than somebody missing that's...
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Bit sus.
And even if we did talk about it, I'm pretty sure he probably wouldn't have told me.
Yeah, but you're meant to be his friend. I'm not saying he would have known. I'm just saying it's a bit weird how he just didn't do anything to help.
It'd be near impossible to find him. Either he finally just injured himself, or maybe he had eaten something that he didn't know was going to make him so sick.
That part in Better Call Saul when they're in the desert and trying to get out, like, that's scary. And then also, was it, oh, what film was it? I don't know if it was Wolf Creek. It might have been Wolf Creek. No, what film was it? I watched a film where they got lost in the desert. Editing Katie will remind me. And they ended up having to drink the wiper fluid. The guy ended up having to drink the wiper fluid in his car, and that's what killed him. Imagine being that desperate. Nah. Would also like to add, I watched Wolf Creek while I was backpacking alone to Australia. Don't do that. Oh shit, they found his truck.
I was so hopeful, you know, think he probably fell, maybe broke an ankle, stuck in a ravine, can't get himself out. But
Yeah, I'm ridiculously optimistic. I'd be like, yeah, totally fine, it'll be fine. So when things are not fine, I struggle a bit.
You know, like it wasn't in a spot where he would want to go to explore.
It's just kind of on the side of the road, middle of nowhere, isn't it? It's just really random spot. The car didn't break down or anything, did it?
forests, rocky hills,
It's just too random of a place.
beauty. Something wasn't right.
Yeah, that's sus.
The high desert, as you can see,
It's very high.
it's very beautiful.
Never mind.
A search began, and people really rallied.
Good music. I like this
Gary
music.
went missing in the hottest part. Heat stroke, dehydration.
Yeah, and what's the wildlife like as well?
She was very vocal about how the truck seemed to be parked in a suspicious location. Like she was just convinced that her brother had not parked it there. Her brother.
It is suspicious. It's weird.
She would not stop talking about it.
What is wrong with this woman?
In the way, and she was really
She's stressed about her brother.
messing things up.
Oh my god, sheep. Hi, sheep.
Hi, sheep.
Look at all the sheep.
Look at all the sheep.
Sheep are a lot nicer than people.
I agree. Oh, look at them.
Look at all you guys.
We are the same person. Bah.
They all ran away from me. Can't even make friends with sheep.
Stand still and let them come to you. They're nervous.
The officers didn't want me to participate in the search.
It's fair enough. I mean, I get it. I'd be so stressed though, I wouldn't be able to sit still. I'd want to do something. But at the same time, you're not in the headspace to be useful. There's nothing you can do in that situation and just leave it up to the people that it's their job.
They had made a discovery in the truck.
In the truck. That's the thing. Did they like search the truck? Had it broken down? Was there a reason he'd left it there? I'm not buying that he just left it there for no reason.
But the officer asked me if Gary had any enemies or if I knew anybody that
Oh,
may want to hurt
it gave
him.
me shivers. What do you mean by enemies?
But, they had evidence that
That what?
Gary did not drive his truck out there.
What do you mean by that?
They discovered footprints, bare footprints, and
Bear footprints? What on earth?
Barefoot.
This just raises more questions.
Someone drove Gary's truck barefoot. This doesn't sit well with me.
That's bizarre.
Very, I don't know.
It doesn't sit right with me.
It's just, you know, it made my skin crawl.
Oh, look at the little baby deer.
What a baby deal.
That's kind of heads and seeing petroglyphs
That'd
on
be so cool.
mountainsides.
What now?
And they were informing me that they called off the search.
Why?
I'm seeing them talk and I'm not
Processing.
comprehending anything.
What? But they had so much weird evidence. I get it. It's such a huge area to search.
Thing I know,
But-
I'm on a stretcher.
What? She had a heart attack?
And that helped me sleep, and for the first time
That's
since all of this
stress.
started.
Biggest search and discovery investigation in Nevada didn't make the news? Gary's blog. He has a blog. They haven't been looking at his blog? Do you not think that's a crucial bit of evidence? Are we looking at every single thing on that blog? I'll be writing notes. Be like that, did a little board thing. That'd be me. That'd be me, bro. You have to take things into your own hands when the police are completely useless.
The fact that he had 50,000 followers.
50,000? Now hold on a damn minute.
It was called Don't Hike with Headphones.
Don't hike with headphones. I've been guilty of that.
Go by his real name. He went by Scorpion Sam.
Scorpion Sam. That's cute.
I got stung by a scorpion.
Bro's fighting off death, left, right, and center.
This notification pops up and they're saying, I bet he found it.
Found what? Found what?
Gary's by far was the most unusual. Just the way that he described what he was looking at, what he saw, how terrified he was.
What was he looking for?
He started to smell smoke and that, and he was out in the middle of nowhere.
Was someone following him?
It's like a makeshift cabin.
A cabin.
He just felt this like sixth sense of basically impending doom.
Oh.
Like he wanted nothing to do with that place. And so,
Oh my god.
you know, he hightails it out of there.
You gotta always trust your intuition. Always. He slept with his shoes on. I think that would be time to go home if that were me.
He wakes up the next morning and there's footprints and they're barefoot.
Barefoot.
Wanted to download this and do what I could so that I could take it to the cops. And during all the frustration and the upset and everything, I accidentally deleted it.
What? How?
Gary's final video is truly haunting.
How do you delete that? How do you accidentally delete that?
Gary's last video said that he was going to go back out.
What happened in that cabin? Okay.
Around and be out there for days, and if you don't bring enough food or water, you're in real danger. So I don't want to give out the location and just be the one that causes a whole bunch of people to go out in the backwoods in Nevada.
He's so protective of other people as well.
Look forward to another video once we finally get out there.
There was not another video. Didn't disclose the details of the location because he was trying to protect other people from going there. Oy vey.
I mean, it was crazy. Other people thought it was just a hermit, you know, someone who just wanted to be left alone.
Seems like just a hermit, yeah.
Come up with was maybe Gary had stumbled upon an illegal marijuana growing operation out.
I doubt it. They wouldn't kill him for marijuana. It probably just some weirdo axeman that lives in the woods. It's some secret model train organization. He knows too much about model trains. It's gotta go.
We are back with a break in the case of missing hiker Gary Hinch. Was made yesterday when his backpack was discovered by a couple camping in White Pine County. What they found inside has sent a shockwave through the state of Nevada.
Gary's backpack
Planted.
draped on a shovel that they had there.
On a shovel?
And when they opened it, Gary's belongings were in there. As well as a severed hand.
Excuse me? Well, I thought they were going to say head, so... Wait, what does he hold it? Oh, you are hitting me.
Was still clutching a video camera.
What's on the camera? What's on the camera?
The hand wasn't like torn off from a body.
It was a clean cut.
A clean cut.
The memory chip was still in the camera.
Yeah, convenient. What is on there? Partial footage from Gary's last excursion was released to Beverly and the general public in hopes of turning up leads.
The weird thing is I'm already distinctly smelling the smoke.
There's a storm coming.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. In his attempt to stay undetected, Gary ventures out into total darkness, relying on his infrared camcorder, emits a light that is not visible to the human eye. Clever, clever man. Okay, that's good. What's that? Is that a tree? Why does he keep turning it on and off? Oh, it's just a bush. Bro, my eyes. The balls on this guy. Who's that? I heard footsteps. What's that? Okay, Marcus. Get stressed. Bro, these sounds like a recording. It's about time you head back, really, innit? Everything looks like a face. Is that the cabin?
You can see the chimney, you can see the cabin.
Excuse me. I wasn't looking exactly on that spot. I didn't really process that. Did the wood move? Or someone move down? Bro, I am. My heart. Hello? Is he wearing a mask? A skin mask? This is really giving Lake Mungo vibes. Oh, he did bring his gun. Good lad. Good lad. Bro, if you take another step, Stop just shooting. No, save your bullets. Save your bullets. Torches? Wait a minute. Oh. What's he doing? Hey buddy. What's he doing? He's just kind of hanging around, isn't he? Oh, maybe you can't see him. Yeah, I don't mean see him. Because the camera isn't. Yeah, that makes sense. My brain was like, oh, I hope he gets out of this. As if I didn't just watch the first half of the movie. I've been waiting for obvious jump scares and there's none, and I love it. So well crafted. I'm loving this. It's very Lake Mungo. Very Lake Mungo. I love it. I love it. It's so good. Didn't get me, but I did like it.
You know, they felt shunned by society.
Doesn't mean you can go around chopping people's hands off though, does it? Despite stern warnings from the law, 17 social media accounts and channels were actively searching for the structure and the person in the videos. Wait, some people have too much confidence. Claim to be on track, locating the structure and revealing the man seen in the video. They vowed to produce their findings by 2022. Did they? It's 2023. So good. I love that. Yeah, that was a really great film. I enjoyed that a lot. Very scary. Last 20 or so minutes or so. That singing or recording or whatever it was from the cabin. I loved that. That was so good. What was in the cabin? And I like that we didn't find out? We didn't go in the cabin? I really love when horror films leave things. It's not so much leaving loose ends, because I don't think there was loose ends, but leaving things as a mystery. We don't need to go in there. That's not necessary. They showed us exactly what needed to be shown, and I really enjoyed that. Such great build-up, fantastic build-up. I was really expecting, oh god, it's gonna be a jump scare. Gonna be a really jump scare. Of course there was that one at the end, but the build-up to that was done for so long that I didn't expect it at all. Although I do think I was like, yeah, so there was like, I was just waiting for it, and then it happened. So it literally happened at the exact time I didn't think it would happen, which is great. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was great. I may be biased, as I said at the beginning. I love found footage and documentary style horror films because I feel more engaged with the scares, with everything going on. A lot of my friends really don't like found footage, and I know it's very overdone at this point. Still gets me. It's still stuff that really, because I'm not really a fan of things like in horror movies when there's a ghost near and they're playing beautiful soundtrack, really good music, but it's like, if I was in that situation, there wouldn't be gorgeous music playing in the background, so I'm not invested. I don't feel like I'm in this situation. I feel like I'm watching on a screen, whereas found footage makes me feel as if I'm the one with the camera, and that's the stuff that I find really scary and interesting. So that's why I'm very biased towards stuff like that. But again, there are so many found footage films that are really suck. So I know it is vaguely based off of a missing case, 2014, I believe. Yes, so subject of the film is inspired by the real life case of the disappearance of the hiker Kenny Veach on November the 10th, 2014. Went on an exhibition in search of a cave he had found on a previous hike in the Nevada desert, never to be seen again. Yeah, so very similar to the film. Kenny was asked by multiple people on his YouTube channel to go and document the discovery of the mysterious cave shaped like an M. And he says, whenever I find a cave, I like to go inside, but when I went in there, my whole body started to vibrate. The closer I got to the mouth of the cave, the more severe the vibration became in my entire body. I finally got scared out of there. It was one of the weirdest things that ever happened to me. An extensive search was initiated in various parts of the desert without success. A few days later, November 22nd, a search party found Kenny's sailboat in the vicinity of the abandoned mine, but no other evidence has been found of the clues of the hiker. Yeah, very Blair Witch vibes as well going on there, but I would definitely say Lake Mungo was an inspiration. Please go watch Lake Mungo. Really creepy film, very well made. Slow burning as well. If you're not interested in slow burning, don't. Also, don't watch this if you're interested in slow burning. But I think I have a very poor attention span, so a slow build I can struggle with it, and I understand if people do, but if it pays off in the end, it's so worth it. It's so worth it, and this one is, I would say, 100%. So go give that a watch on YouTube because it's free, it's art. Obviously the shooting scene, you know, don't waste your bullets, this and that and that. It's really interesting in movies, or in real life as well, seeing how people deal under stress. Because I personally don't know, hope I never find out what I would be like. But in movies you tend to hear people panicking, breathing heavily, this and that. It was very interesting to see him so calm and collected, and until I realised he's shooting at every bit of leaf he can find, he is not calm and collected. So that was really interesting, but I think he definitely could have saved himself if he saved those bullets. I get very stressed about things like that in films because, one, save your bullets. I mean, I can't use a gun, but regardless, one, save your bullets, and two, always double tap. In zombie films, when they shoot a zombie once and that shit comes back up, what were you expecting? Double tap, always double tap. Those are the rules with Kaylee, thank you very much. More horror rules if you need, because I have a lot. But no, I liked this one a lot, so I'm very excited to see the second one. And please let me know in the comments what you thought about the film, because I really enjoyed it and I really want to chat about it with you guys and see what you think. Alrighty, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm so glad to have you here with me on this channel. We've come so far already. I can't believe that after my 4th or 5th Twitch stream, I'm almost at 100 followers. So I'm nearing to affiliate. I think I need to stream 4 more days or something on there. So I'm so grateful for the support. Reviews are going great. I've got so many things in the works for you guys, and I'm really excited to show you what I've got. And please be sure to follow me on social media and on my other channel, my fantasy channel, Elder Scrolls and all that good stuff. I'm putting Let's Plays on there now too, so not just on here, of fantasy games, this and that. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.